Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, some passengers who thought they booked a dream of a lifetime 21-day cruise on a really great deal, an amazing deal. They just had all their cruises canceled. We have Philippines is now building 4 new cruise ports. We have a lawsuit claimed about a morgue situation that happened on a cruise ship. And Holland America announces 15 new shows coming to their grand voyages in 2025. So first story is, yes, a lot of people thought they had basically won the lottery. Imagine you are getting ready to go on a 21-day cruise for the price of like a 7-day cruise on a brand new ship on its inaugural sailing. Wow, what a deal, right? Now, in this case, we are currently talking about Princess Cruise Line's new Sun Princess sailing in the Mediterranean. Well, it has a variety of ways that they're selling that ship. First of all, you can get on for a 7-day, you can get on for 14 days, you can get on for 21 days. So they're selling 7-day, 14-day, and 21-day, all leaving on the same day, if you understand what I mean. Just like doing north and south cruises in Alaska, you can book a 7-day northbound and a 7-day southbound, or you can book a 14-day return. That's sort of what they're doing. Well, Princess made a mistake, and somebody on their website put the price of a 21-day cruise the same pricing as the 7-day cruise. And people saw that pricing and obviously just jumped on it. I mean, wouldn't you? Here's an example. I picked a sailing in August, the exact same sailing date, and a deluxe balcony is starting at $28.79. Now that's a starting price per person for deluxe balcony for the 7-day. If you jump up to the 14-day, that same balcony is going for $7,715 starting price. You see how high of a difference it is. Now, to be fair, there could be more people on that sailing on the second week, and that's why the pricing is so high. But imagine now a 3-week instead of a 2-week. Add another week onto that, you're talking in the $8,000 to $10,000 range compared to a close to $3,000 range per person. That's a huge savings and a huge difference, and obviously people jumped on that, they bought the tickets, and boom, only to have Princess cancel the cruise because they saw the mistake. Now, if you're saying, hey, they advertised that price and the people bought it, they should accept it right away, not necessarily, because if you read your cruise contract, and any cruise contract, not just Princess, go to Royal Caribbean, go to Holland America, go to MSC, go to any of them, they all have the same thing, that if there is a technical glitch or a mistake done online or anything along those lines, they are allowed to cancel the cruise. And they did this. Now, this could amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars lost if the cruise line would have honored this. Not to mention the money lost, the money and expense of keeping people on for 21 days that you're not making any money on. In fact, you're losing money every single day, paying the crew, paying the food, the drinks, everything like that, and not recovering the money from the cruise passengers. So they canceled the cruise, and some people are not very happy about it. Other people said, I thought it was too good to be true, and I understand, but a lot of people really upset. But in reality, the cruise line has that right. Yes, I would be a little upset myself, but I would also realize that, yeah, I think that was a mistake, and I can see the mistake, and I would probably understand the mistake. I still might not be happy. Now, Princess did offer everybody who made that booking and had it canceled a $400 onboard or future cruise credit for their next sailing. Well, some people have taken to social media saying that's not good enough, they should honor the price, etc. It's false advertising. It's not false advertising. They didn't advertise that price. They posted that price. And it was a glitch, it was a mistake. And in the cruise contracts and everything that you're signing, they do have a way out. And it's like this, right? You'd love to say, oh yeah, the cruise line should honor it. But if you were the one owning the business, would you be willing to go out, $500,000 because somebody made a mistake in your business putting something online? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you think they should have honored it? It would have been a really good show of, a face value that Princess honored their mistake. But if this mistake happens over and over and over again in the future for some reason, they don't want to be on the hook for millions of dollars down the road because of this one mistake. It sets a precedent, and then you have to follow that precedent. So, all right, let's quickly also talk about Holland America. Their grand voyages setting sail in 2025. These are longer segments. They're going to smaller ports often than they're usually on 2 of their ships. Well, they're going to have 15 new Broadway type entertainment shows in the theater on their ships. They're going to be doing a spotlight on pop music and classic groups like the Eagles, and it sounds like that's a good idea because the grand voyages are longer voyages, and if people sail on Holland America a lot, they tend to see those shows that are in there over and over again because they have the Dance One troupe. Those are good shows and everything, but if you're there many times, like if you sail on Holland America every 3 months, you see that show probably 4 times. So I would say some good shows on those longer cruises is a really good idea. They're also going to have some guest celebrity chefs come on board from the areas that they're going to prepare meals and have specialty foods prepared in the dining room during those voyages as well. That also sounds like a really good idea. Absolutely. And yeah, I'm excited. Whenever I hear new shows, I'm excited to go check them out. Also in the Philippines are going hard on cruise ships. Not hard in, we don't like you. Hard in as, yeah, please come visit us in the Philippines. In fact, they just created a brand new cruise port. It just opened a month ago, and now they are in the process of building 4 brand new terminals for cruise ships all over the Philippines. They want to expand the cruising industry and bring in more people. And I'm all for that because the Philippines is a beautiful location, especially when you can get away to the smaller islands and the smaller places. Absolutely gorgeous. And the people are friendly as well. I think the Philippines expanding their cruise lines and everything is a pretty darn good idea. Next, we have some sad news in a way, because if you remember about in 2022, we covered a story of a couple going on, the Joneses. They were on the Celebrity Equinox, and the passenger had a cardiac event. Well, he passed away, and the widow was given a choice. They can, get off the ship. They'll take the body off at the next cruise port. They'll have to have an autopsy, and then they'll have to arrange shipping to get the body back, or they can store the deceased in the morgue on board. All cruise ships have to have morgues on board over a certain size until we get back to the United States, and that's what she chose to do. Well, unfortunately, during the cruise, the morgue broke down, and the body apparently was stored on a pallet in the place where they store the drinks, the coolers, to keep the drinks cool. Well, that wasn't the correct temperature, obviously, and the body was discovered to have been decomposing on this pallet. Was discovered by the people in the United States when they came to get the gentleman off the ship. A lawsuit ensued. Well, the lawyers, it was literally a few days before this actually goes to trial, and the lawyer for the family has come out and said that they have settled the lawsuit with Royal Caribbean Group, Celebrity Group, and so they've settled out of court. And I'm kind of glad, because this could have gone either way, right? Because the cruise line could have blamed, well, hey, we had a malfunction on board. What were we supposed to do? We did our best at the time, and the family is still in distress over what happened. And you imagine, you think you're doing the right thing, and all of a sudden you found out that it was sitting in a cooler on the ship. It would really be, a big thing on your mind. Like Like just the thought of it, right? Of your loved ones sitting there in the cooler. So I'm glad this was settled out of court. I'm glad we don't have to bring up all this stuff and the family can move on and finally put an end to this situation as well. Then again, let me know in the comments one more time, what do you think about if the cruise was canceled? 21 days. You saw the difference in prices, folks. Now imagine if that was an even longer cruise, how much more money that would be. Like a third of the cost, if that. Crazy, crazy savings, but it was a glitch. It seemed too good to be true, and unfortunately, it was. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.